Hey guys, it's Ginger and welcome to my new channel, my little corner of the internet where I spill all the random thoughts rattling around in my head. This is the spot for my takes, my rants, and whatever's on my mind, unfiltered and all over the place. So, let's talk about something that's been annoying me, and probably you, twice a year, every year like clockwork. No pun intended. Daylight saving time. Yeah. That ridiculous ritual where we all pretend moving our clocks forward an hour in the spring and back in the fall somehow makes our lives better. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. And honestly, it's 2025. Can we just stop already?
Here's the deal. Daylight saving time kicked off way back during World War I. In 1916, Germany bumped clocks forward an hour, hoping to save coal. Back then, their lifestyle was all about the night. City folks clocked late hours, factories buzzed past dark, and families crammed chores into the evening glow. The Germans saw daylight as pure gold for those busy stretches, way more than for quiet, snoozy mornings. The UK hopped on, the US tagged along, and somehow, after all these years, it just stuck. Now it's the status quo, like a weird tradition we can't shake. So we spring forward, lose sleep, and fall back to fix it, all banking on this guess that afternoon light beats dawn. Did it save coal? Still a toss-up. Newsflash. The sun doesn't care about our clock games. It's out there doing its thing while we stumble along. And today, I'm making the case to dump daylight saving time for good. It trashes our sleep, tangles the economy for no reason, and, yep, brings real safety risks. Plus, it doesn't even save energy anymore. Here's the best part. Pretty much everyone despises it. Like everyone. So why are we still stuck in this clock-shifting circus? Stick with me, because I've got 3 rock-solid reasons why daylight saving time needs to be canceled harder than a bad sitcom. Let's get into it. Okay, reason number 1, why daylight saving time needs to hit the road. It's straight up bad for your health. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. This isn't just me whining about losing an hour of sleep, though. Trust me, I could. There's actual science here, people, and it's not pretty. First off, let's talk about your heart. Studies, like legit medical studies, show that in the days right after we spring forward, heart attacks and strokes spike. Why? Because shifting the clock messes with your circadian rhythm. That's your body's internal clock. Think of it like jet lag, but without the cool vacation. And the data backs this up. Studies from 2009 to 2016 looked at over 87,000 heart attack cases, specifically acute myocardial infarctions or AMIs, and found a modest uptick after the spring shift, ranging from 4% to 29%. That's not small. And why does this happen? It's not just bad luck. Losing sleep ramps up stress, boosts your blood pressure, and kicks your sympathetic nervous system into overdrive. If you're a late sleeper, you might struggle even more. Your body's basically yelling, "I'm not ready for this." Now, not every study says DST is a total disaster. Some argue the increases aren't always statistically significant, and the risk varies depending on your health, lifestyle, even your sleep habits. But even if it's not a smoking gun, it's still a risk factor we can't ignore. Now let's talk sleep, or the lack of it. That 1-hour spring shift isn't just a minor annoyance. Research shows it can mess with your sleep for days. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that after the spring DST shift, people lose around 40 minutes of sleep on average the following Monday, leading to more fatigue and even workplace errors. Plus, surveys show about 55% of adults feel wiped out post-shift. So yeah, DST is basically stealing your sleeps and leaving you cranky. And it doesn't stop there. It hits your mental health too. Studies link DST transitions to mood dips, and worse. For instance, a 2017 study in epidemiology found an 11% spike in depressive episodes in the weeks after the spring shift, blaming darker mornings and messed up body clocks. Other research points to more anxiety and even hospital visits for mood disorders right after the clocks change. Sure, not everyone's a mess, some adjust fast. But for folks prone to mood swings or who hate early mornings, DST can be rough. So, recap: heart attacks, strokes, sleep deprivation, mental health chaos, all because we decided to play time roulette twice a year? Nah, I'm not sold. Our bodies deserve better than this. On to reason number 2, because trust me, it gets worse. All right, reason number 2, why daylight saving time needs to be yeeted into the history books. It's an economic dud. Yeah, this thing we're told saves energy and boosts the economy is actually costing us more than it's worth. Let's break it down. First off, the big promise: DST saves energy. Really? Show me the receipts, because the evidence is shaky at best. A 2008 U.S. Department of Energy report found DST saves a measly 0.03% of annual electricity, like pennies on your bill. Meanwhile, a study in Indiana from the same year showed energy use actually went up. Why? People cranked the AC more with longer, hotter evenings, and in cooler months, they jacked up the heat for those darker, chilly mornings. Oh, and longer daylight meant more TV and appliance use, not exactly conservation mode. That study pegged an extra $8.6 million a year in electricity costs for Indiana alone. So, we're either saving nothing or wasting more. Great deal, huh? And it gets better, or worse, depending on your vibe. There's the hidden stuff nobody talks about, like the admin costs of even doing DST. Businesses, governments, even your local coffee shop. They're all wasting time and money twice a year just to make this happen. Think about it. Folks updating systems, payroll fixing schedules for night shift workers who magically lose or gain an hour. Say a nurse on a 12-hour shift suddenly gets 11 hours in spring or 13 in fall, so someone's got to sort out that pay or overtime mess. Airlines syncing flight times across zones, it adds up. Airlines alone spend millions annually on this nonsense. It's like paying extra for a gym membership you never use. And here's the kicker. When we're all groggy and adjusting to the time shift, we're not exactly out there spending money like normal. Studies show a dip in spending. Think skipping the coffee shop, passing on that Target run, in the days after the spring shift. Why? Because we're tired, cranky, and just trying to survive Monday. Businesses counting on our money feel that hit. So much for boosting commerce. DST is basically begging us to stay home and nap. So let's wrap it up. Barely any energy savings, or sometimes higher bills, like Indiana's $8.6 million wake-up call, plus admin hassles and a dip in consumer spending while we're all half asleep. All thanks to daylight saving time. Yeah, not exactly a win for the economy. On to reason number 3, because there's more where that came from. Okay, reason number 3, why daylight saving time needs to go. It's a straight-up safety hazard. We're not just talking annoyance anymore. This is hold on to your seatbelts territory. Let's roll. First up, traffic accidents. DST's spring forward cuts our sleep short, leaving everyone driving half awake. Crashes jump 6% in the week after the switch. Studies pin it at 30 extra deaths a year because sleep-deprived driving? It's as bad as drunk driving. Handing zombies car keys? Not a vibe. The roads are screaming for mercy. Then there's the morning mess. DST shifts sunrise later, so those early commutes get darker. Pedestrian deaths tick up 5 to 6% in the hours after the change. Visibility takes a hit. Drivers aren't awake enough to adjust. Preventable? You bet. Worth it? Hardly. It's not some sacred tradition. It's a collective facepalm we've tolerated too long. Time to ditch it. So, here's the bottom line. Daylight saving time isn't doing us any favors. It messes with our sleep, leaving us tired and off balance. It's not economical. Businesses spend more adjusting to it than it ever saves. And it's tied to more accidents, 6% higher crash rates, 30 extra deaths. It's just not worth it. We'd be better off without it. Maybe Trump could sign an executive order and put it to rest, Save us the hassle. It's time to move on from this.
What do you think? Should we ditch DST? Give this a like if you agree, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more. Talk soon.